right, what up, what up, what up? What's poppin'? What's going on? What's the deal? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good, people? What's poppin'? So, today I'm going to be talking about men who are jealous of, other men, other guys getting women. You understand? Men who are jealous of these type of guys. Right? But before I get into all of that, make sure you guys get the book, How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure you click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. Make sure you guys get this and check this out. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys make that happen. You feel me? So yeah, so I'm going to talk about, let me make sure this thing is working right. All that other shit. All right, so I wanted to talk about how you have, guys out there who are jealous of men who get women. So you have guys out there who aren't getting girls, and they're jealous and they're upset that other guys are getting girls. You feel what I'm saying? They're pissed off. They're angry. They're upset all the time. You feel what I'm saying? That they're not the ones getting the chicks. So what'll happen is that they see these other dudes getting girls, and they're mad as shit. They're all upset and, pissed off and angry and, frustrated, right? And a lot of it is sexual frustration, but they're just frustrated that they're not the ones getting the chicks. You understand? And this is the thing. A lot of these guys, right? What happens is that they wish, or they're thinking or hoping that, they can someday, somehow, be like the guys who are getting the girls. You understand? What up, Andrew? Was popping? Said jealous butthurt beta males. Real talk. So they're upset and they wish that they could be those other guys. Right? So let's say, for example, even they may see a guy who, they would consider a good-looking guy. And, and again, dudes, when they be looking at, when guys be looking at other guys, checking out their looks, when a fly guy was popping, checking out their looks, that's some moist shit, man. You understand? Checking out dudes' looks, you fucking know about all of the male models, their names, their Instagrams, you be studying their faces and all this other shit, and you wish you was that male model because you think if you look like that, then everything in your life would work for you. What up, Lee Ham was popping? You would think everything in your life will work for you. You would think everything in your life is going to work out because you look this way. So you see these guys who look a certain way, and you're like, man, if I just look like that male model, are you in Dominican Republic? That's what's up, bro. If I just look like that male model, everything would work out for me. I actually heard some dude one time said that if you're good looking, you don't have to pay rent. So if you're late on your rent, your landlord's gonna be okay with it because you're good looking. You understand? So this is how delusional some of these guys are. But what happened is a lot of these dudes, they want to be, they want to be like these guys. You understand what I'm saying? They want to be like these dudes because they think if they were like those guys or look like those guys, then their lives would be easier or getting chicks would be easier. You feel what I'm saying? He said, how do you test a woman on a date? What questions or what to do? What to do to test a woman on a date? What are you testing her for? What do you mean? What are you trying to test her for? You testing her depends on what you want from the chick. You understand? So if you're looking for a freaky sexual chick, you're gonna test her by interacting with her in a sexual manner to see if she's responsive to you sexually. You understand? What up? XX was popping. He said the truth is it starts with your mindset. Exactly. I've been telling dudes this, but a lot of these dudes out here who aren't getting shit popping with women, they see other guys getting shit popping with women, and then they hating on the guy getting it popping with women. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, they're hating because they're not getting any. You see what I mean? What up, Wendell? They're hating because they're not getting any sex. And so, you know, a lot of dudes be on that shit, but especially, you know, these like TFL, black pill, incel type of motherfuckers. What up, Zay King was popping. Big B was good. A lot of the incel black pill dudes, those are the ones that are they'll hate on other guys who get pussy. You understand? What up, John H was popping. He's watching that the Drake's baby mama video. So make sure you guys go to patreon.com though. That's the joint. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario. Let me put it in the chat though. Hold on. www.patreon.com/Mr. Locario. So you can check out that whole video of me and Drake's baby mama with the photo shoot. But yeah, so a lot of these dudes out here, they're hating on other guys who are getting sex. You understand? And they're frustrated because they're not getting any. You understand? So you call them player haters? And now this is the thing. This is the funny part. Because I was watching some dude's video. Oh, EO in the building was popping, bro. I was watching some dude's video. And he made an excellent point. I forgot the guy's name. But he made a video. He was talking about how he was talking about paying for pussy and shit. And he was basically saying that a lot of these guys who are incels or guys who don't have experience with women, they feel entitled to a chick because another guy is getting a girl. So, for example, let's say you're the type of guy who's like, you know, having trouble getting with women, right? And you see another guy at the bar or something, he rolls up on a girl and he approaches her, he talks to her, they flirt and they start making out, right? So now, the other guy who's watching that has a hard time getting women, he's hating on that dude and he's saying, damn, why do I have to, you know, go through all of this shit when he just walked up to that girl and approached her and started talking to her and now they're making out? Like, how come I can't get that? I want the same thing. I don't want to have to talk to a bunch of girls and all this other stuff. But what he doesn't realize is that guy who approached that girl and interacted with that girl, that guy most likely is the type of guy who's practiced his game, who's advanced in a game to where he can get to the point where he's going to talk to that girl and she's that receptive to him. So if you're the type of guy who hardly talks to women, you're scared to approach girls, you're having trouble in the game, you start being on some incel TFL type shit, and you're not making anything happen, then you can't expect that same level of cooperation on a consistent basis. Because you haven't put in the time or energy or effort to get there. So you can't compare yourself to that guy talking about, oh, well, how come he just walked up to that first girl and I got to, you know, go up and talk to a whole bunch of chicks? Well, you haven't put in any work. You haven't been around any women. So you're hating on these other guys as getting sex, but you haven't put in the work to get to the level to get that consistent sex like that guy. So what the fuck are you hating for? You understand? That's all your fault. See, if you would have put in some work, you'd be at his level. And the dude that was doing the video, he was saying that some of these dudes are just going to need to pay for it at some point just to be able to get into a situation where they're dealing with a woman. You understand? Because it's the thing. Most of these guys who are hating on other men who have women, they're just sexually frustrated, which is why they're so angry. You understand? They're sexually frustrated, which is why they're so angry. So a lot of times, if they were to, you know, just be able to get some sex or be involved with a woman, period, right? Some of that frustration and anger would subside. Some of it. Because a lot of these dudes, they got other issues. You understand what I'm saying? What up, Dre the Great in the building? Was popping, bro? Some of these motherfuckers got issues. Right? But the thing is, a lot of these dudes out here who are haters, they're hating because they feel entitled to the same amount of women or quality of women that guys who have game get. And when their excuse is, oh, but it's all about the looks. Dudes that say, oh, it's not about game, it's just about your face and all that other stupid shit. You understand? You said, the truth be told, it's a matter of showing up and stepping up. Boys fall back and watch, then run to the tube to vent their frustrations, while men like Locario and myself are getting what we want. Facts, that's what I'm saying. They don't want to be in the trenches. They want to be talking about, oh, well, game is stupid, and learning how to attract women is dumb, and it's all about your face and your looks, and if you don't look like this guy or that guy, like dudes are so goofy with it. And it's funny because guys, these types of guys, wonder why women don't want to fuck with them. You understand? Fly Guy, you said, don't you agree that looks do matter, though? Yeah, everything matters. But see, these guys, they hold on to it being just about looks. You see what I'm saying? So what I mean is, because I say looks don't matter, because I didn't want niggas to just have excuses. You understand what I'm saying? And again, looks are subjective. Women are going to see your looks when they first see you, right? But what you have to understand is that you being able to get a woman doesn't just depend on your look. That's what these dudes who are fools think. They think, well, if you don't look like, a male model, then it's over for you, and then you just give up and just call it a day. And so these type of guys are the guys who end up, hating on other guys who's getting girls. You understand? These dudes be hating like a motherfucker. Like, even, look, y'all would not believe how much hate that I get on the internet. It's ridiculous. Like, there's a lot of dudes doing videos talking about me, you know what I'm saying? Hating. They talking about, yo, and this is the stupid part. This is what makes me laugh. It's usually these, like, TFL black pill dudes that be making videos about me, right? And so they'll say, oh, Locario's whack, he's a scammer, and, Locario's mad ugly, right? So I'm like, okay, so let's go with that. Let's go with Locario is mad ugly. So if I'm mad ugly, but I'm still getting chicks, then doesn't that mean looks don't matter? Right? If I'm so ugly, but I'm getting women, where's your it's all about looks argument? See, they don't even realize how stupid they sound. You see what I'm saying? If Locario's so ugly, right? How am I getting chicks? You see what I mean? Like, this is how goofy they are. And then they wonder why they can't get a girl, because they don't realize how idiotic they sound. You understand what I'm saying? Like, dudes is goofy as hell with this motherfucking shit sometimes. And so, again, dudes, what they'll do is that, again, they're hating on the guy, me, who's getting the women. You see what I'm saying? They're hating on me because I'm getting chicks. It's ridiculous. So what they'll do is they'll be like, oh, Locario is ugly. And I'm like, bruh, I'm fine as shit, bro. You see, let me stop fucking with y'all. But dudes be like fucking, getting all crazy about it, right? And so there's a lot of people online. People be sending me videos of motherfuckers talking shit. People be sending me videos of people stealing my shit. People sending me videos of people dissing me, whatever. And so a lot of those dudes that's dissing are dudes who don't get pussy. You understand? And so they're looking at me, talking shit about me. And it's funny because I'm like, if you're the type of guy that's talking shit, a lot of shit about another dude, and you continuously talk shit about another dude, right? You might actually be gay. I'm gonna say it again. If you're continuously talking shit about another dude, you keep talking about a dude, his name is in your mouth all the time, you might be gay, because you might actually be attracted to that guy, which is why you can't keep his name out your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Now, there ain't nothing wrong with being gay, but just understand you might be gay. You need to ask yourself some questions. If you're hating on a dude this much, you might actually be gay. You might be fighting some demons within you where you actually are attracted to this dude. A lot of these dudes who be looking at all these male model pictures and talking about, oh, he has like a jawline, and this is why he must get girls, and oh, there's this good, like grown ass men knowing the names of all these male models. It's a little moist. You understand what I'm saying? You see what I mean? And this is the thing that dudes gotta understand. What you think about another man doesn't matter in the scheme of him dealing with chicks. What you think about another man, right? In the scheme of things, that doesn't matter when it comes to a chick wanting to fuck with that guy. Because you sitting there saying, well, so-and-so don't look good, or so-and-so's whack, or so-and-so's ugly. That don't mean nothing. It means nothing. You understand what I'm saying? It means nothing. Freedom of Speech, you said the gay assumption was kind of odd, with all due respect. But no, that's what it is. If you're talking shit and constantly talking about another dude, right? That means that you must have some attraction towards that guy, which is why you're so obsessed with talking about him. You understand what I'm saying? Because you should not have that much passion for another nigga. Why you got so much passion for another nigga? You understand what I'm saying? That's moist. If you're consistently talking about another dude all the time, right? That's gay. You understand what I'm saying? That, because again, your energy. You said, what happened? You said, not necessarily, but I shouldn't have too much passion. That's what I'm saying. Why would you have that much passion for another dude? What does that sound like? You understand what I'm saying? You said, so you're gay for talking crap about Donald Trump and Justin Bieber all the time? You might be. If every day you talking shit about Donald Trump and Justin Bieber every fucking day, fuck Justin Bieber and fuck Trump and, fuck them niggas. Why are they on your mind so much? You understand what I'm saying? Why are other men on your mind so much that you're talking shit about that guy or those guys? Why are you thinking so much about another man? It's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched, because what you got to understand is that there's no reason. Look, you got to understand something. Hate and love are basically the same shit. So if you're constantly hating on a nigga, you love that nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Not Big Stan, we good. Don't worry about that. But this is what I'm saying. If you constantly hate, you love that nigga. This is what I'm saying. Like, you guys, the guys who are hating on guys who have pussy or getting girls, right? They actually like those guys. They admire those men. They want to be like those men. And in some cases, they may actually want to be with those men. You understand? Like, why would you be on a message board looking at a thread of a bunch of male models with their shirt off, analyzing their bodies? That don't sound gay to you? You understand what I'm saying? Always talking about how good looking a dude is. That don't sound gay to you? It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. So you got dudes out there who they're so angry and bitter and frustrated because they're not getting sex. They're not getting women. You understand what I'm saying? And they believe that they should be getting. Like anytime when I hear a guy talk about, oh, well, women should do this and women should do that. No, women shouldn't do shit. Women are doing what they do. You feel what I'm saying? Women are doing what they do. So if you're trying to say women should do this or women should do that to accommodate for your lack of game, you want some bullshit. You understand? If you're getting mad at other guys for, getting women, you want some bullshit. You have to step up your fucking game. You see what I'm saying? Step up your shit. Like dudes be so like ridiculous with this shit. Dudes be ridiculous with this shit. So, these guys, what happens is this though. They feel they're owed a woman because they think that they've actually done something in the game. But what they don't realize is that their whole mindset is fucked up. You know what I'll be hearing sometimes? Dudes will say stupid ass shit like this. They'll be like, "Oh, I tried to be confident. I tried all that confident stuff, and that it didn't work. I tried all that, like they buying confidence at a convenience store. Well, look, I bought a 6-pack of confidence and it didn't work. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're not confident." Niggas will say they're confident and positive in one breath, and then in the next breath they be like, "Oh well, these chicks and they don't like me, and they be they don't give me the chance. These girls don't give you the chance to even spit your game. They don't even give you the chance because if you're ugly, they don't even give you the chance." Nigga, please. One minute you confident, the next minute you complaining about bitches not giving you a chance. It's ridiculous. And then those are the same guys who are, having trouble with women. And see, this is why, like, I don't want any of you to become one of these dudes. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you know a dude who's like that, you either got to do one or two things: help that dude get out that bullshit, or leave him the fuck alone. You feel what I'm saying? Either one or two things. Either help that nigga or leave him the fuck alone. You feel what I'm saying? Shit. Man. You said if hate is love, then why is there so much genocide? Because it's the opposite end of that. It's basically the same thing. It's the counterpart. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, for example, if you have up, you gotta have down. If you have left, you gotta have right. If you have back, you gotta have front, or whatever, back and front, right? So if you have love, what do you gotta have? Hate. So it's one and the same. They're connected. It's one thing. It's just the other side of the spectrum. You understand what I'm saying? So dudes is out here hating, but they're really mad at themselves though. You understand? They're mad at themselves. And then I get a lot of dudes who hate on me. And what I find funny is this, is that, because sometimes y'all hear this probably once in a blue, where you'll get like a troll who'll call up and quickly say, "Man, fuck you, Locario," and hang up. You understand? Because he's a coward. So a lot of these dudes who hate on other guys, they're cowards. Because how is it you got all this energy to hate on a dude, but you ain't got that type of energy to go talk to a chick? You got all that energy to hate on a guy, but you scared to talk to a chick. That's corny. That's corny. And see, because there's a lot of dudes, they're hating on me, but a lot of it has to do, and I'm using myself as an example, a lot of it has to do with them hating the fact that I fuck with chicks. And them hating the fact that they think I'm ugly, and they're like, but how the fuck is Locario getting bitches? He must be lying. He's scamming. He's paying his wife and his girlfriend to be with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. They got to make sense in their mind. You understand? But it's funny because what I notice is I get people send me videos of people talking shit or saying some stupid shit. And then I'm like, it's funny though. I'm like, I'm on live every week. I got an email address, but none of these guys have approached me, up front. So what does that tell you? You feel what I'm saying? What does that tell you? I'm going to take calls in a second. You see what I mean? So the essence of these dudes hating on other dudes is because they have issues within themselves, which is why they're hating so much. You understand? They don't really hate the guy, they hate themselves. You understand what I'm saying? They're frustrated with their situation. They're frustrated with what's going on in their life. So when they see another guy having success with women, it tears them apart. They can't take it. You feel what I'm saying? And so if you feel any of that type of energy within you happening, you got to cut that bullshit out. A lot of TV said, or they're queer for the guy and don't realize it. Exactly. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, if dudes got to come out, that's cool. Don't worry about it. You understand? Come out, do you. Don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? I support you. You understand? But it's crazy because it's like these hater dudes, they got so much anger and so much frustration, but it's not with the person they're hating. It's the person in the mirror they actually have an issue with. Because as much times I got videos of people sending me shit with people talking shit about me, I'm like, how come these people haven't confronted me? You know why they haven't confronted me? Because they don't have an issue with me. They have the issue with themselves. You understand? They have an issue with themselves. They don't want to have an issue with me. They have an issue with themselves. And a lot of times when you have that hate and that frustration in your heart, it's coming from a place of fear. You understand what I'm saying? It's coming from a place of fear. It's coming from a place of insecurity. A lot of these dudes, they're fearful, they're insecure, and they don't want to have to deal with their situation. You understand? They don't have to deal with it. This is why they'll say stupid shit like, oh, well, confidence, that's stupid. And, game is dumb and game don't exist and game is stupid and it's just about your looks. And if it's not this or... And I'm just like, yo, look, and the only reason I'm even addressing this type of shit, because I could ignore this shit. I could basically just ignore this shit and let niggas fall off the cliff. But what I'm saying is there's dudes out here who are tiptoeing around that line and they don't really understand how dangerous it is to have that type of mindset. You understand? So, dudes got to understand what was popping off out here, man. You said confidence only works if she finds you attractive. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. What does her finding you attractive have to do with your confidence? You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand this shit. What does her finding you attractive have to do? If I go outside and I talk to a chick and she don't want to talk to me or whatever, or she rejects me because she doesn't find me attractive, does that mean that I can't be confident anymore? Does that mean my confidence is done? It's over? My confidence is kaput? Is done? I can't be confident no more because this chick don't want to talk to me? Is that what you're saying? Your confidence ain't got shit to do with women. He said they find confidence attractive, dummy. Exactly. Fly Guy, he said, wouldn't you agree that women have gotten difficult as to trying to get with? Well, the thing is this, in today's society, women are a little bit more, in general, a little bit more uncooperative, I should say. You know, especially in this culture, right? But the thing is, if you're an actual masculine, confident dude, right, you're going to get women who's going to cooperate with you. You're going to get women who's going to fuck with you, and you're going to get women who are actually going to do what they need to do to, stick around and make shit pop. You feel what I'm saying? You said, why is that? Why is it like that? Well, the reason why it's like that is, feminism, but also partly because of men. You understand what I'm saying? We fucked up. Like I said in the last show, I remember I said how the reason why shit fucks up in situations is because at some point you fucked up. Society as a whole, men, we fucked up, which is why chicks are the way they are now. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? Freedom of speech. You said I defended you while having a conversation with Free Will Costas. Costas is goofy on some. Costas needs to relax, man. But yeah, that's the thing, man. We it got to the point where dudes just let shit happen, and also dudes have become way more feminine now. You understand what I'm saying? Men have become way more feminine. You feel what I'm saying? You said what makes a masculine man? Well, a masculine man is not going to hate on another dude for getting chicks. A masculine man is going to take responsibility for his life and not blame women. You understand? A masculine man is going to do what he says. A masculine man is going to step his fucking game up and stop acting like a bitch, talking about, oh, well, women do this and women do that, and it's because of looks, and if I don't have this and I'm like, shut the fuck up with that bullshit. You understand? Masculine men don't fucking bitch about chicks. You understand? Dudes who bitch about women don't get women. Period. If you're bitching about women, you don't get women. You ever hear rich people complain about not having money? Who you hear complain about not having money? Poor people. If you're rich, you don't complain about not having money. That's what poor people do, because they don't have shit. So if you don't got chicks, what's going to happen? You're going to be complaining about not having chicks, unless you're a masculine dude who's like, I don't got chicks, but I'm good. And if I want to get chicks, I'll do what I need to do to get them. You feel what I'm saying? Don't somebody say women do care about looks? They do. Ain't nobody said women don't care about looks. He said many guys lost confidence from years and years of lack of success. See that right there is because they don't have awareness. They don't have awareness, and that's a very weak type of mindset to have. Because if you're losing confidence because of lack of success, that means you didn't have confidence to begin with. You understand? Because your confidence should be based off of that value you see in yourself regardless. It's just like I always say, like if you have $100 bill and it's a crisp $100 bill, right? that's $100. If I crumple that $100 in my hand, right? That means, let's say that crumpling up of the $100 is representative of this $100 going through hard times. Now it's wrinkled, it's all folded up and shit, right? But it's still $100. That $100 will always be $100 regardless of what happens of how I move the fucking money, right? So that's what that's a metaphor, for you to understand confidence. Meaning, no matter what the fuck happens, you're still confident, or you should recognize that confidence within you. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're looking to chicks, or for if you're looking towards women or people or whatever to give you confidence, you fucking up. And see, this is a hard thing for guys to understand, because it's it's like you can explain to someone how to build confidence, which is a very material, sort of worldly type of concept, but it's hard to explain the for lack of a better word, abstract concept of confidence to people who don't really have that sort of awareness. You feel what I'm saying? You understand? Because dudes will think, oh, but how am I supposed to be confident when all of these girls are rejecting me? Because if you say that, basically what you're saying is, in order for you to be confident, women have to accept you. And what I'm saying is, be confident whether women reject you or accept you. You understand? Like, this shit goes deep. It's unfortunate that there's not a lot of people who are aware or, really can grasp this type of shit. Because if they could wake up and realize their value, right, then lots of other things would fall into place. See, let me tell you guys a hard fucking truth for a lot of guys out there. A hard fucking truth. A lot of guys are going to continue to have or continue to be unsuccessful with women. They're going to continue to keep making mistakes. They're going to continue to be frustrated in the game because they don't recognize the value within themselves. You understand? Because if you say shit like, well, how am I going to be confident if these 10 girls rejected me? You don't see the value in yourself. Because your value has shit to do, nothing to do with those 10 girls who rejected you. Fuck those 10 girls. You understand what I'm saying? What up, John Harris was popping. But if you continue saying, well, how am I going to be confident if these girls rejected me? You don't understand this shit. You don't understand this shit. Fly Guy, you said it does in a way. What are you talking about? What does? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Finesse, you said should you join the Patreon? Yeah, join the Patreon too, because the Patreon has the Bad Boy Show. So the Bad Boy Show is not on the Bad Boy membership. So if you want to hear the Bad Boy Show, you got to join the Patreon. You feel what I'm saying? You say everyone has confidence, but many have tons of insecurities covering it, not allowing it to come through. That's facts, John H. That's facts. Dan, you said what to do if the girl is controlling the sex she wants to give you. Bruh, charge that chick to the game, bruh. Fly Guy, explain what? What are you talking about? Keeps it 100, said another synonym is faith. Real talk. Real talk. But again, a lot of these dudes, again, that goes back to why motherfuckers is hating. And, they're jealous of dudes who got shit popping because they themselves don't have the confidence to feel like they can do it. So therefore they're hating or they're jealous of it. You understand? There's no reason for these niggas to be jealous, but they're jealous because they're insecure. Don't Smoke Rocks, you said approaching women is a waste of time. You think so, really? You really think approaching women is a waste of time? Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, so it'll be a waste of time if you don't know what you're doing, or if you're trying to gain confidence through approaching women, or if you think it's all about looks, money, and status. Yeah, it'll be a waste of time for you because you ain't gonna get shit popping like that. You said, why do women dislike actual nice guys? The men who the men who I root for deep down and love men with bad character like me. Yo, see, this is another thing guys got to get out their heads. You being a nice guy has nothing to do with sexual attraction. It's all about sexual attraction. You understand what I'm saying? Dudes be like, but I'm a nice guy. I volunteer on the weekends. I help old ladies cross the street. I fucking, I went to school. I got my degree. I'm very polite. How come the chick don't want me? Because you don't get her pussy wet. It's that simple. You understand? It's that simple. It's that simple. Like, why? Okay, answer me this. Why would other women who they know I have a wife and a girlfriend, why would other women even want to fuck with me? You know why? Because I get their pussy wet. It's that simple. If you don't get their pussy wet, they don't want to fuck with you. Now, you could be a nice guy who gets their pussy wet. You understand what I'm saying? But you still need to know how to get their pussy wet. Exactly, Visa. I said the same way we think strippers are hot and we're attracted to them, even though we would rather have a nice girl. Facts. And that's why usually women, when they settle down, they get with some beta male goofy motherfucker. That's what's up, Unique. So I gotta check that video out. Man. WJ Valente, you said envy is an epidemic nowadays and it's so pathetic. How about you use them as inspiration instead to improve your own situation? Facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, these dudes, instead of doing that, they'd rather hate and bitch and moan and complain. You understand? Like, I'm like, yo, look at that guy. He's getting shit popping. And say, yo, I could do that shit too. And it's the funny part. Sometimes you see that shit happening with an average dude. So you're like, damn, if this guy can get it going, I definitely could fucking get it going. These are all nice guys are fake. It's a manipulation tactic. That's facts too. That's another thing. Like, nice guys be, they're putting on a show. You understand what I'm saying? Man. So, see this water. Alright, so let me give y'all guys the number again. So if I want to call in real quick, you feel me? 646-481-3901. That's the number. So if you guys want to call in and make that shit pop. But yeah, it's unfortunate that you have a lot of guys out there who they just don't get it. They don't get it. They don't live. And it's funny. What I've heard is that I've heard guys say, "But Mr. Locario, you don't understand. You've never had to struggle with women." I'm like, really, nigga? Nigga, when I was younger, the shit was pathetic, bro. What are you talking about? Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Locario, what up, man?
What's going on, bro?
Chilling. Man, I was just listening to you live. I had a couple questions for you real quick, man.
All right.
Nah, you was talking about the sexual attraction thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. Somebody brought it up. My whole thing is that, too. Like I said, I got one joint right now and I'm smashing stuff like that. And we're just being fuck buddies. But I've been coming a couple of dates, though. I feel like there's some women on these dates where when you're trying to build sexual attraction to it, it's like they're not, like when you start to flirt, basically what I'm trying to say is that too, I don't know how to get around that. Like I do the small talk, but I don't know how to jump to the sex. Like, I mean, if I'm in a day, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care about all that other bullshit. I mean, we could do all that. I just want to start talking about sex. But how do you go around that without being like, it's like you're having a conversation with somebody that you don't want to throw the conversation. They be like, damn, where that come from? You know what I mean?
Are you talking about how do you transition?
Yeah.
Into talking about sex?
Yeah.
Or being sexual? You're saying how do you transition from having regular small talk and then into sex?
Yeah.
Right.
That would not be awkward.
Well, this is the thing. I have a whole program on that on the Bad Boy membership. I think I told you about that before. But again, like I said, I'll give you a simple example is when you're talking to her, right? All you have to do is look for the opening to change the conversation. That's how you do it smoothly. So you can either do it smoothly that way, or you could abruptly do it. You feel what I'm saying? So the smooth way, right, is to listen to what she's saying or look at what she's doing and then use that as something to smoothly transition into it. So for example, like even, okay, the video I put up just yesterday with me and Sophie, Drake's baby mama, there was a part where she said, oh, I don't have time for to be in a relationship with a guy. And I responded, I said, oh, there's enough time, us guys, you only need 15 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? So basically, I'm making it sexual by saying, yeah, we just need 15 minutes to fuck. You understand what I'm saying? So now, if I was talking to a girl and transitioning into that, I'm making it sexual. I'm looking at the response, seeing how she's responding to that, and then keeping it moving in that direction. So it's about just listening to what she's saying, viewing how she's, moving. So let's say you sit next to the girl, and she's like sitting, like her legs are like pointing towards you, like she's like moving into you a little bit, and then you look at her and be like, damn, you kind of close, like you want to like jump on top of me right now. You know what I'm saying? So like you're basically using that to, you feel what I'm saying? Get into the situation. You see what I mean?
Yeah. One more thing too. You were just talking about like how women, like when they done all their fucking, then they find this better male to settle down to. How you not be that type of guy? I think that's happened to my boy. Like it's like he with this chick, and I feel like too, like his wife is just using him. Like it's like he's just been like the provider. Well, and I see it too. It's like she's just using him as the provider. Like she don't, like he was complaining how he doesn't have sex that often. And I remember too, you made a video about that too. How when guys talk about how when they get married, the sex, how the sex that stop. You were saying that to those guys from the beginning too. She never seen those type of guys as that sexual alpha male she wanted to fuck with from the beginning. It was just the type of guy where she just want to settle down with. How you not be that type of guy with a woman's sexual? How you be that? What do you would fuck him off the rib?
This is the thing. It's one. You have to be sexual from the beginning of the situation when you're dealing with a woman, from when you first met her. Yeah, first talking, first date, whatever. It needs to be, I'm trying to fuck you. That has to be the energy, right? So what happens is that when she sees that energy and she wants to have sex with you, and she's interested in having sex with you, she'll have sex with you. So you're starting out being a sexual type of guy. So like I tell most guys, try to have sex at least, on the first date, or if not the first date, by the second, the latest. Because what you want to establish is that I'm not here to be like a boyfriend. I'm here to be a fuck buddy. I'm here to fuck the shit out of you. So now once that's established, and then let's say I keep fucking, right? Maybe later on she might start catching feelings, or she starts to feel you in that way. And then as you've been fucking her for a year or so, right? Like I always say, wait a year. Then you can say, hey, you seem cool. You could be my girl. You understand what I'm saying? So now what it is that you started out as y'all fucking, so that means that she's sexually attracted to you in that way. And so as she becomes your girlfriend, she's still sexually attracted to you because y'all started out in that fashion, so she sees you as that guy. Then if you decide to marry her, she sees you as that sexually attractive alpha male guy, therefore she wants to keep fucking you. You see what I'm saying? And so the other way the guys do it, the beta males dudes do it backwards, where they'll hang out with the girl, go out on 3-4 dates, wait to have sex with the woman. They end up having sex with her. They end up fucking making her the girlfriend in 2 months. Then by 6 or 7 months, maybe a year later, they're married. You see what I'm saying? And she never really liked this dude. You see what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah, but look, real quick though. What if, for instance, too, if a girl made, like, how women most of them would say, "Oh, you just trying to fuck me? You're not looking for nothing serious." Like, how you go around that though? Like, don't get me wrong too. I have pulled a move you told me to do one time. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I used to do that too. Like, if I walk with a chick and she kissed me, and she'd be like, "Oh," and I'd be like, "Well, come over." She'd be like, "Well, can we go on like a second date? I want to get you more. I want to get to know you more." What I did is that too. I remember you mentioned in your video, don't go to 2 to 3 more days. I cut her off. Where I didn't even contact her.
Right.
After the second time, when I texted her, be like, "Hey, I want to see you again." After the first date, she was like, "Oh no, I want to go on a second date." But I didn't respond to that. Then what I did is that too. Quickly, I just gave an ultimatum, like, "Yo, if you come over, we fucking, that's it." And then she came over. But my whole thing is that, why do you think she came over before? And I was surprised she did. I didn't think she was gonna call me back.
Right. Well, the thing is, she came over because you made it clear as what you want to do. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing. A lot of guys, see, this is what the mistake guys make. A guy will think, "Hey, I want to have sex with this woman." The woman says, "Oh, but I want to, like, hang out with you more and go on a bunch of dates more." And then so the guy's like, "All right, cool, I'll do that." So that he goes with her, goes to her program. But then what the guy who understands what it is, he says, "Listen, I'm trying to fuck." If she not trying to fuck, you say, "Hey, well, listen, holler at me when you're trying to fuck," or she'll just comply with the fucking at that point. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just really about standing on what you want and then having her follow that. And if she's not trying to follow that, you remove yourself from the situation. So, for example, let's say you're talking to the chick and you're like, "Yo, come through to the crib, I want to smash." And she's like, "Nah, I don't want to really do that." And you'd be like, "All right, cool, don't worry about it. Just call me when you're ready to smash." And then don't call her after that. You understand? Let her holler at you. You see what I mean? It's either your way or the highway. You feel what I'm saying? And that's it.
Okay. So even if you're talking to a chick, like, she's looking for a relationship, and she said, "Well, only thing you're looking for is sex," just cut her off, man.
Right, pretty much. Either cut her off or tell her, "Holler at me when you're ready to fuck." That's it. That's all we need to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? Don't call her back. Don't have no extra conversations. Don't have no extra texts. No, just, "All right, cool. Holler at me when you're ready to fuck," and that's it.
Now, trust me, yeah, I've been following your rules. I've been cutting a lot of women off, and it makes sense. I just cut them off. The one that's down, they're down.
Right. That's all you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. No, I appreciate it. Also, too, if you're trying to use your Patreon, you're trying to get the bad boy. What is the website for that? Is it
So what, the bad boy membership?
Yeah, is there a link?
It's badboymembership.com.
Okay, badboymembership.com.
Yeah.
All right, look, I appreciate the information.
All right, bro.
I'll definitely check that.
All right, man. I'm hollering. Peace. Yeah, man. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. You feel what I'm saying? Put that in the chat real quick. Make sure you guys check that out. Badboymembership.com. You get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials. You feel me? So, But yeah. He said open relationships are boring. Hilarious. Crazy, man. Usher, you said, how can you see the video if you're not a Patreon member? Well, you got to be a Patreon member to see the video. That's how you see it. It's that simple. You want to see it, you become a Patreon member. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me get this phone real quick. I just got to get my phone. You feel me? Okay. Man. So yeah, make sure you guys get up on that Bad Boy membership. Make sure you guys get on that Patreon. You feel me? Oh my goodness. I'm up here looking at my Tinder and shit. Crazy. My Tinder be popping. Oh my goodness. So what's popping? What's going on in the chat room, people? Shaddy Ratty in the building. What's going on, bro? What's going on? Early Bird, he said, anyone here a Bad Boy member? Everyone in the chat should be a Bad Boy member. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody in the chat should be a Bad Boy member. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm telling y'all missing out if y'all not on a Bad Boy membership. Like I'm bro. The shit that in next month, I'm dropping this joint called Savage Game. Okay, that shit gonna be so crazy. You're gonna be like, damn. I'm dropping a joint called Savage Game, and the stuff I got in that, you're gonna be like, God damn. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? You feel me? Man. My wife texting me and shit. See, that's the type of wife you need. If my wife be texting me out the blue every day, talking about, I love you, I'm thinking about you, I miss you, all that other shit. He said, when was the last time I smashed the chick off of Tinder? Last week? Feel what I'm saying? You said, what's different from the Patreon versus the Bad Boy membership? Okay, so the Patreon is 90% the Bad Boy Show. Okay, so the Bad Boy Show is a podcast with me and Miles where we talk about different, things about the game. So you get the Bad Boy Show, and there's other exclusive videos. Like I did a video the other day where it was called 7 Things I've Done to Sleep with Multiple Women, or to, sleep with hundreds of women. So you get those exclusive videos. Now the Bad Boy membership, those are 45 through 90 minute step-by-step tutorials. You understand what I'm saying? So I'll put it like this. The Bad Boy membership is like going to college. The Patreon is like going to a screening. You understand? To like a movie. It's like the Patreon is more like entertainment education. The Bad Boy membership is like, graduate school education. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like to really step up your fucking game. You see what I mean? This is why the Bad Boy membership is $97 a month, because the game is fucking heavy. You feel what I'm saying? It's so heavy. So so you gotta definitely check that shit out. But man, so you said monogamy is awesome. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. He said Patreon's an associate degree. Exactly. He said, you think people in open relationships haven't figured out monogamy is doomed to fail at some point? Well, that's the thing. It's harder to be monogamous because it's actually not as natural for us to be monogamous. You understand what I'm saying? Which is why so many people cheat, so many people get the divorces and all that other shit, because that shit is hard to be monogamous. And the funny part is, you have a lot of people who are monogamous, let's say in monogamous marriages, who end up being in open relationships after years, after being with each other for a few years. Like, did you know that a lot of couples, and this could also happen to you, where they reach maybe like the 7 or 8 year mark, and you are no longer sexually attracted to your wife, and vice versa. Meaning, you don't even want to have sex with your wife anymore. You understand what I'm saying? That'll happen in a lot of monogamous relationships. You see what I mean? Because your body and your spirit is yearning other women. You feel what I'm saying? You say people are usually taught to be monogamous growing up. That's true. Fly Guy said, why is it? Because it's not natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not natural. Because you got to understand something. All of this, like, you meet the chick, y'all are together, and all of this, and this is your girl, and that you're her man, and all that other shit. That shit is social constructs. Nature don't give a fuck about no social construct. In nature, you're really supposed. So what I consider natural is what's in nature. Nature, you're designed to go around and fuck a bunch of women. You're designed to do that. You understand what I'm saying? You're designed to go around and fuck a lot of women. You know what I mean? You're not designed to be chilling with one chick and just be sitting with her all day. You understand? You're designed for that shit. You see what I mean? He said it's common in a lot of countries for husbands to have a wife and a mistress. The women are okay with this too. It's only America that is looked down upon. Nah, that's real talk. You know what I mean? Because my wife and my girl, they're like cool with each other. They be texting each other. They hang out and shit. You know what I'm saying? He said, how long have I been live? I've been live since 3 o'clock for an hour. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're designed to want to fuck with all these chicks, bro. That's in you. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like we start looking at society and the rules that have been put up and, you know, social norms. Because look, if you think about it, why would people cheat so much? Why would people need to cheat so much? Why don't people just not cheat? You understand? Why don't people just not cheat? Like being in a monogamous relationship is like trying to tell someone to hold their breath and stay alive. It's not gonna work. You understand what I'm saying? It's not gonna work. You're gonna have to breathe at some point. You see what I'm saying? You said because someone in that relationship is doing something wrong, clearly. Bro, I'm telling you, that's that naive thinking. That's that naive thinking. I'm trying to tell you. That's super naive. It's just like, I had a friend the other day hit me up. I'm not going to say his name, but shout out to him. But he hit me up and he was like he just realized that chicks have rotations. Like he was unaware. You said, isn't monogamy needed to raise kids? No. What are you talking about? Go to jujumama.com. Shout out to Kenny K. Stevens and Rakim Sekou. They're a married couple who have been married for like 20-something years, I think, and they have 2 or 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? So, dude, this is what I'm saying. A lot of people, like, if it's like, why would people need to cheat? Like, why would people need to cheat? People cheat because they have the natural desire to be with other people, men and women. See, what makes guys fuck up, you feel what I'm saying, is that a lot of guys really believe that women aren't as sexual as us. In fact, some of them are even more sexual than us. You understand what I'm saying? You said, is my wife and girlfriend not jealous of each other? I mean, there were times when that happens, you know what I'm saying? But, you just got to communicate, you know what I'm saying? Earlier said I should do a movie review on Boomerang or any movie about being a player. That's true. I should do that too. Because I was actually talking about that with my girl the other day about movies, good, like movies that are good because they teach lessons about game. Like, has anyone ever seen Ex Machina? That movie's a good movie to watch because that shows what happens when you start simping. You feel what I'm saying? Another good movie is Vicky Cristina Barcelona. I think it is. That's a good one. It's another good movie. that teaches you about like game or some shit. It's about how to be a player. I gotta look at that again because I remember that shit being kind of goofy. He said, "What's the name?" I said Ex Machina. That nigga was simping. A thin line between love and hate. Yeah, there's a few movies that oh, that movie that came out with fuck, what was the name of the shit? Fuck, what was the name of that joint? I saw that shit. Don John, yeah, is it Don John? I think it's called. That's another good movie to watch for game. Man. The Greek story said How to Be a Player was about lying to chicks. Yeah, I remember I knew there was something goofy about How to Be a Player. He said Hitch has its moments, but you know, then it turns into some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? The Tower of Steve. Yeah, I think I remember that. That has like some game in it. Yeah. But yeah, there's a few movies that, you know what I'm saying? Man. But yeah, I gotta look all that shit up. Like certain movies that show, you know, he's at 50 Shades of Grey. Out of here. That movies that show some good joints that you can learn some lessons from. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you saying I'm naive, bro? You're the one talking about monogamy. I'm not the one that's naive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one that's naive. Man. But yeah. Costas, the truth. You said, why did you block me? What did I do to you for you to keep blocking me? Why am I not allowed to disagree with you? Can you tell what I am saying wrong for you to block me? Well, the reason why I blocked you, Costas, was because, and this goes for anybody else, is that when you start saying stuff that is, I would say, like, dangerous, because you said some dangerous shit, and I'm not gonna. Well, shout out to Affy Kingdom in the building. Was popping. You said some dangerous shit that I'm not going to repeat, but you know what you said, and that's why you got blocked. You know what I'm saying? You said monogamy is fine. You just don't accept it. Sorry, bro. But you gotta accept the fact monogamy is working for many people more than open relationships. Well, yeah, monogamy works for some people, but there's no data or anything that says that it's working more than open relationships. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I would go to say that open relationships work more than monogamy, because from the people that I've seen who are in open relationships have longer lasting relationships than people generally who are monogamous. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know. So, Costas, you know what you're saying. You were saying stuff about, you know, incels killing people and all this other shit. You know what you were saying. I'm not going to repeat all that. He said, because you can't get caught cheating in an open relationship. Exactly. That's the thing. Like, how you gonna get caught cheating in an open relationship? You said, do women have rotations even when they say they don't? Of course they do. Most women are gonna have a rotation, because if she's not in a committed monogamous relationship, she's fucking around with multiple dudes. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. You understand? Like, don't think chicks be out here twiddling their thumbs. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling. Yo, these chicks are out here getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Man. You see how many girls does a girl working somewhere get hit on in a month? What? I don't understand that question. But yeah, chicks are you know, they get hit on a lot. They get hit up a lot. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. So for dudes to think chicks ain't out here getting it in, that's crazy. That's crazy. Again, it's because guys, they have this illusion that women don't like sex like how we like sex. You know what I'm saying? You say on the internet or in the streets, both. But I mean, a lot more on the internet because it's easier access on the internet. So you can get, the chick can get hit up like 100 times in an hour. You know what I'm saying? But these chicks get hit up like crazy. But you know, it's funny though. It's like, you would think that chicks have a lot of options, but chicks don't, as much as chicks get hit up, they don't have as many options as you think. You understand? This is what guys don't understand. Women generally don't have as many options as you may think. And what I mean by that is, yeah, she'll get 100 guys in her inbox, but out of those 100 guys, she's probably only going to be feeling like 7 or 8 of them. And then out of those 7 or 8 of them, you know, she actually has to be able to like interact with them in a way where the dude actually knows what the fuck he's doing. Because if the dude don't know what he's doing, then shit ain't gonna pop off. And then she's not gonna get with him. You understand? Because remember, a lot of times what happens is chicks are waiting for the guy to take the lead. If he doesn't take the lead, she'll probably try to step up and do something. But as soon as she does that, her attraction for him lessens a little bit because she had to be the one to step up and do something. So a lot of times women will be on Tinder, on Bumble, all these sites. They get matched with a guy. The guy's talking to them back and forth. He's not really saying shit. He's not really setting up no dates. So she's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Or the guy sets up the dates and then he flakes. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, she got 100 dudes, but that 100 dudes narrowed down to 7 guys, and them 7 guys narrowed down to 2. If that much. So, you know. So, yeah, chicks will have dudes trying to holler, but they still got to go through the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Man. But yeah, that's the thing, you know, chicks, they'll have dudes trying to get at them, but they still gotta go through, they gotta sift through shit. They still play the numbers game. You understand what I'm saying? Women still have to play the numbers game. Cause there's a lot of chicks that, you know, chicks that I've went out with, they show me their Tinder, they show me their Bumble, they show me their dating site joints. They be showing me niggas that they've been talking to, and the dude, he's like being all over the place, being wishy-washy. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, she's like, yeah, I want to see this motherfucker, but he's playing games. And then she loses interest, and then she moves on to the next guy. You understand? So, you know. Exactly, Gillian. They have to filter too. So a lot of guys, they be thinking, oh, these girls, you know, it's social media made it so hard because they get all this attention. So I'm like, that's bullshit. It's pure bullshit. Yeah, they're getting all this attention, but when it comes to them getting dick, they still have to sift through the shit. Like the other day, my wife was supposed to meet some dude, and the nigga, because he ain't got no fucking game, he was all over the place with trying to set up a time. So then, therefore, she was like, "Man, fuck this guy," and just like she was like, "I ain't seeing this dude. I'm good." You feel what I'm saying? Because he was all over the place. You know what I mean? So, you know. So that's the thing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to get the chick. And a lot of times she's going to keep it moving because you don't know what you're doing. This is why I tell guys that game is important. You understand? So, you know. You said is game required to get women? Yeah, it is. You understand? Because I was gonna say in a certain situation, a chick might be extremely attracted to you, so she'll sort of make it easier for you or try to make something happen, but you still need game to maintain that situation. So it still goes back to the game. See, what people don't understand is all game is strategy. That's it. You understand? You said it sounds mad weird when you say my wife's supposed to see this dude, but see that's how easy it flows because I'm you know years into the game in this open relationship shit. You know what I'm saying? But let me keep this shit real though. A lot of dudes, let me tell you, a lot of dudes couldn't be in an open relationship because they believe or they think, or for some of them this may be true actually, that their girl would be getting more, you know, action than they would be getting. Meaning that their chick is going to get more of a chance to get with another person than he would getting with another chick. And for some guys, that's how it is. You understand? But what's funny in my situation, I actually get with more women than my wife gets with guys. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, there's a bunch of reasons for that, too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just funny how that happens. You said, well, you would lose your mind? He said marriage isn't just a label. Of course it is. Of course it is. Marriage is literally a label. That's all it is. You give meaning to that label. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
This is Eli from Jersey, Mr. Locario.
What's poppin'? What's going on, bro?
All right, what's good with you?
Chilling. What's the deal?
All right. I was listening to the live stream, and something you said made me think to ask you this question. Okay, so because as you were saying that the women always have rotations, this, that, and the other, no matter what, they don't believe the hype and all that stuff. Would that still go for a woman, let's say she's older, she's been through a lot of the bullshit with guys, and she's looking for something serious, but if she happens to get it, would she still have a rotation even on top of that, even though she says what she wants to do is she kind of quote unquote is acting according in that way?
So you're saying that if, let's say, she wants to settle down and have like a husband, you saying would she stop having a rotation?
Yeah, like it's like let's say obviously like you said, let's say she had a rotation, but then you know she never got anything serious or whatever. Now she's moving into something serious, but because and obviously if she wants to keep it right, she needs to do what she's got to do. But will she eventually rotate back into going into a rotation, no matter how good that person is dealing with with her or whatever?
Well, the thing is this: until the woman is actually your girlfriend, she's gonna have a rotation. You understand what I'm saying? Like till the day y'all have a talk and say, hey, like, you know, we're gonna be together. It's always she's gonna have a rotation.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
So then expect the rotation until that conversation.
Exactly. Yes.
And then even after that conversation is had, if you get a feeling down the road that she's got a rotation again or started up another one or whatever, like your video you put out the other day, then it's probably something that you did to fuck it up.
Well, the thing is, if she ends up, you know, like cheating, because that would be her cheating on you though. Like, let's say if y'all together and then she ends up fucking with more dudes, that's her cheating. You know what I'm saying? And so, what happens is, in that situation, it could be something you did, but also it could be just her, you know, being a cheater. You know what I'm saying? Her actually wanting to just fuck other dudes. Because with that situation, when it comes to sexuality, the sex, you not cheating or her not cheating, you're making a conscious effort to try not to. You see what I'm saying? But it's her natural feeling to want other guys. Just like it's your natural feeling to want other women. No matter if you're in a monogamous relationship or not or whatever, you're naturally gonna want other women. She's naturally gonna want other guys. Period. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it just is what it is. You know what I mean?
So you're either struggling together or you're on your own.
Right. Well, basically, it's like, you know, either, because this is the thing. You know, when you're in a relationship, you know, the situation is like, if you're in that monogamous relationship, you guys are making a promise to each other to go against nature. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
So you're, you know, y'all are, you know, in an epic battle with nature. You feel what I'm saying? And usually nature wins. You feel me? So I'm just saying. So yeah. So you never put any trust that or any hope in that monogamous relationship can stay monogamous over a long. It could. But what I'm saying is that it's rare. You understand what I'm saying? It's a rare occurrence where that actually would happen. You see what I'm saying? It's more rare because the thing is that, let's say, and also you got to understand this. A lot of times people are faithful because of their circumstances. So what that means is that if a woman's never been in a situation where she was around a guy who she was that sexually attracted to, if she's not in that situation, it's easy for her to stay faithful to you. Why? Because she's not in the situation. You see what I'm saying? But if she's in the situation where she's around a guy who she's sexually attracted to, and let's throw this in there. Let's say you and her had an argument. Let's say she's mad at you right now. That's gonna be easier for her to do it. You see what I'm saying? So all these different circumstances will cause her to do that, but it's not anything personal. It's just her natural biology to want that to happen. You see what I'm saying? It's natural. That's what people don't want to understand. You see what I mean?
So in the right mix of timing and situation, if there's a disagreement, she's pissed off with you, and the opportunity is available right at that same time, she might just revert back to doing something.
Yeah.
To fulfill her need. Not that it's you, it's just that moment in timing of just making it work.
Right, because you got to understand this. The reason this is what people get confused. Most people think, because they'll hear about women and you, like, usually when you hear about cheating, you hear about guys, right? Yep. But women also cheat too. But the reason why some women are more resistant towards cheating in a monogamous relationship is not that they don't want to fuck the other guy. They don't want to lose out on the resources that the other guy, that their husband's providing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they're making a conscious decision to fight off that natural inclination to fuck that other guy, that alpha male dude, because they say, well, I could fuck him, but if my husband finds out, or if shit hits the fan, I may lose all of these resources I have. You see what I'm saying?
So does that also rotate into the situation of why more often than not, well, yeah, more often than not, when a guy happens to maybe, let's say, he loses his job and he's struggling to get a new job or to maybe get his business off on track where he might lose the woman. Is that basically the same thing?
Well, yeah, that's what happens sometimes.
That's different.
Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. Like, because he lost his job, what happens is that sometimes the woman loses attraction for him, loses respect for him, and then she's like, you know, she's not really feeling that like that. You see what I'm saying? Because you have to understand, and this doesn't just go for women. This is just people in general. But I want to focus on the women. Is that for the woman, her relation to you or her like involvement with you is based off of her survival. So you're a tool of survival for her. So if you no longer are helping her with the survival, you're expendable. You're useless to her. You understand what I'm saying? So if you lost your job and you ain't bringing in no more money to help her survive, then it's like, why the fuck am I with you? You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. This is what I was saying the other day when I was talking about relationships, about it being about selfishness. Is that any relationship you're in, the man, woman, or whatever, they're only with that person for their own selfish reasons. You understand what I'm saying? That's the main thing. It's like her selfish reasons is why you're there, and your selfish reasons is why she's there. You see what I'm saying? And so as soon as... Go ahead.
No, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that that's the main thing, is that it's all about like those selfish reasons. So if anything disrupts her selfish reason, this is why she leaves. This is why she cheats. This is why she goes away. You feel what I'm saying? That's all it is. You know what I mean?
So is for a guy, then it's of utmost importance, or do you think it's important for us to be able to determine what that selfish reason is?
You're saying it's important for us to determine her selfish reason?
What that selfish reason? Yeah, what her selfish reason is that she's with us, that she's with you, dealing with whoever the guy is.
I mean,
the guy should know what it is.
Well, the thing is, that's not necessarily as important as you knowing your selfish reason why you're fucking with her. You understand what I'm saying? Because, and this is why I say cooperation is so important, because what happens is if a woman's cooperating with you, all that means is that her selfish reason lines up with your selfish reason. You see what I'm saying? And so this is why I say concentrate on what your selfish reason is and what you need and what you want out of the relationship with her. You see what I'm saying? So that what happens is, let's say, for example, you with this girl or whatever, and you know, you're with her and she's following your lead and all this other stuff, everything is all cool. Then let's say 2 years down the line, her mind changes for whatever reason, or she's thinking about other things for whatever reason, and then she leaves you, right? Now, what happened was that you got 2 good years out this chick. You feel what I'm saying? Because she was following your direction. She was doing what, you know, the things you wanted to do, because she was following you because of the cooperation, and the cooperation happened because of her selfish reason. You see what I'm saying? And your selfish reason is led you to get what you wanted out of that relationship. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because all it is, because what people gotta understand is, all of this shit is temporary. People, the problem with relationships is people like to try their hardest to make the shit last. And that's not really what it's supposed to be about, because all of it's going to end. My relationships are going to end. Either we're going to break up, or if that doesn't happen, we're going to die. You feel what I'm saying? One of us are going to die, and then the relationship's going to be over. You feel what I'm saying? So the problem is, a lot of people try to hold on to the situation instead of understanding to enjoy the situation while you have it. Enjoy the moment, get what you can get out of it, and then just, you know, do your thing. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, like, I don't know if you remember, you did a 30-minute with me early in the year, and we were talking about, I was telling you I had a long-term thing that ended, or was ending, because I think it was because my ex lost a chance to have a child. So, like, her real selfish desire was to have a child, and she wasn't going to have that. And she didn't need me for anything else, so then basically she was pretty much done with the relationship.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. See,
So, and we had been together for a long time, and all that just didn't even really matter any fucking more.
right, exactly. Because I'm telling you, it's all about. Because even when it seems like the person, because a person might say, "Oh, but I'm not selfish. Like I really love this person, and I'm here because I care about." That's still your selfish reason because you want to see yourself as the loving, caring partner and all this other shit. That's an ego thing. So it's your selfish desire is for you to see yourself as that person. You see what I'm saying? It still all comes back to the self. And so that's what people got to understand. And this is why I say that you have to really dig deep to figure out what you want and find the woman who's going to cooperate with you. You see what I'm saying? And that's it, so you can get what you need to get in the situation.
So what if part of what I'll say what I want to get is not only do you want to have the right type of partner, but then also you want it to last for a long time, because in a sense, like for me in my life, I'm in my middle 40s, and I've never really had, now that I've learned what I've learned through my last relationship, I never really had a good long-term relationship. So obviously at this point in my life, if I meet somebody that I'm really clicking with, I want it to last, because I've spent basically the first 40-something years of my life never really having it.
Right.
But there's no, but if I'm listening to you correctly, there's no real guarantee that that's ever really going to happen.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing. There's no guarantee. And on top of that, it's actually like, it's like irrelevant. Like it doesn't really matter actually, because part of you wanting that still is an ego thing. You see what I'm saying? You want that to feel like I got this long, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in this long-term relationship and it's cool. But the thing is, it could happen. The next woman you be with, y'all could be together for the next 20, 30 years. Or you could be together for the next 2 or 3 months. You don't know. You see what I'm saying? You never know. You know what I mean?
So striving to get that is really a kind of like a stupid thing to strive for.
Right. Well, it's a waste of time. All you need to do literally is enjoy the moment. Like meaning like if you meet a girl at right, if everything, because look, whenever I for example, let's say I go on a date with a chick, tomorrow or something or whatever, or next week, right? I go on a date.
Yep.
We have some fun, we get some drinks or whatever, we talking or whatever and all this other shit. And let's say I don't even smash, right? In my mind, that could be the last time I ever see this woman. You understand what I'm saying? And so, if I see her again, another time, cool. But that could be the last time I ever see this woman. You see what I mean? So I'm just enjoying that moment, because you understand. So I'm not like, and I'm not expecting or getting disappointed. No, it's like, look, you never know. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that when you're striving for, because there's ways to like, make it happen to where you could have sort of a longer term thing. But what you have to understand is, because you're dealing with another person who has their own thoughts and ideas and desires and feelings, which can change at any moment, you don't know if that person is going to want to be with you long term or not. It may seem like it at the moment, but tomorrow some other shit could happen out of the blue when she feels differently. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
I told you I went to one of your seminars like 3 years ago.
That's what's up.
And I remember telling you and Miles, and I said, like to me years ago when I was younger, dating was fun, and then it just kind of took a sideways, and it wasn't fun anymore. But now as I'm listening to you, and I think it's also because I'm out of that last one, so I'm noticing a lot of things more better than I used to. I think. Right. It could be fun if you make sure you make it fun and keep it fun, like you said, by just enjoying every moment that you have,
right? And
then just keep going with your life, and every moment, every time, just keep making it fun all along the way. You'll just always have great moments, and if it lasts, it lasts. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Right, exactly.
And ultimately, just keep moving it like that.
Right, and that's what it is too. Because look, this is the crazy part about it. Like actual good, healthy relationships it's gonna sound crazy. I'm saying this, but good, healthy relationships are usually most of the time boring. You understand what I'm saying? It's boring. So what I mean is, because I always say this: picture an old couple on their porch drinking lemonade. You understand? That's a long-term healthy relationship. But they're not doing nothing crazy. They're just chilling, drinking lemonade. You see what I'm saying? They're just enjoying the moment. They're just chilling. And so that's what it is with relationships, is that a lot of people, the reason why they're striving, like, oh, I got to get a husband, I got to do this, I want it, is because on a subconscious level, they think that getting the relationship is going to, or having a long-term relationship is going to bring them happiness, is going to be the goal that's going to change everything. And so this is why a lot of times when people get married, women a lot of times are the ones who end up getting depressed or getting divorced, because in their mind they thought the marriage was going to be the thing that was going to bring them the happiness, or that was going to be the thing that was going to make everything, like, it's like the final goal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit.
It's all like a pipe dream for them.
Right, because the thing with a long-term relationship is, it's work. You know what I'm saying? It's sacrifice. It's fucking, stressful sometimes in certain situations. So it's, you know what I mean? So it's not this thing where you set it and forget it. It's a constant, working on it. But at the same time, it's something that can happen. That's something that can end at any moment. Because this is what I find funny. But this is what people always ask me. They say, how are you going to be in an open relationship? Like, aren't you scared that your girl is going to leave you for someone else, right? But what I find funny is that my girl doesn't have to leave me for someone else. She could just see the other guy. She doesn't have to go anywhere. But if you're in a monogamous relationship, that's if you're going to be scared or anything like that. That's when you should be scared, because if your husband or wife meet someone else, they're going to leave you because you're monogamous. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You see what I mean? It's like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But either way, it is what it is. But go ahead.
Do you think it's possible to turn a monogamous relationship into an open relationship?
Oh yeah, people do that. People do that all the time.
I know you've coached before. You said in the beginning you should state it out there, and that's what I started doing once I started meeting people outside of my ex.
Right.
Because every time I would meet a chick, I would actually throw it out there in the first conversations or first time sitting down with her, is like, what's her view on open relationship? I haven't gotten any that. I never got one that would say yes that they were down for it yet. But now, as I listen to you today and think about what you're saying, is that possible to eventually change it?
Oh yeah, a lot of people do that shit. Usually what happens is it happens when they get to the point where they've been in that monogamous long-term relationship for a while. So sometimes, let's say for example, you've been with a chick for like 7 or 8 years. Around that time, that's when an open relationship, she would be more open to that conversation, because you tired of fucking her and she tired of fucking you. You feel what I'm saying? She's like, I need some new dick. That's what she's thinking. You feel what I'm saying? And so at first she's not really thinking about it in that regard. Like, she still see guys she finds attractive, but after a while, what happens is, because she's so used to you and you're so used to her, it's going to be an easier conversation later on down the road. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that I've met who are in open relationships who were monogamous. You know what I'm saying? Before, you know what I'm saying? So it happens.
But now you're saying that it can only make that transition once there's maybe almost a point where a relationship might end. Is there a way to do it before that?
No, it's not about the relationship will end. I'm saying that it usually makes more sense to the people in the couple once they're at that point where they've gotten so used to each other. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is, because like you said, when you first tell the girls, when you first meet them, some of them are like, oh no, I wouldn't do that. That's crazy, because they're not in a mindset of that type of situation. But if they've been with their man for X amount of years, right? And they've been like thinking and fantasizing about other dudes, then when you bring it to them, they're like, yeah, that actually sounds like a good idea because I was thinking about fucking this other guy I saw last week at the club when I was with my girlfriends. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. It makes more sense to them at that point. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
So that's what it is.
That's some real good stuff you just told me there. It gave me something to really chew on.
Right, that's what's up.
Once again, I just always want to tell you, keep doing what you're doing, man. Like, you really, you helped me a lot. I even throw you on some other people that I know going through some shit.
That's what's up.
And, I just want to also, if I can't give a shout out to K Zaggin, because I've been listening to him.
Oh, yeah, K Zaggin in the building. Shout out to K Zaggin. Real talk.
That brother is straight fire, man. That brother is straight fire.
Right, real talk. K Zaggin's game is heavy. People, y'all gotta stop sleeping on K Zaggin in 20, man. He be on the
I agree. I think they sleep on him too, because there was a couple of them that I listened to. I was like, yo, man, he blew the shit straight out the water. Like,
you know what up? Game recognized game, man. I'm telling you. It's weird because I feel like K Zaggin is the person that I feel like is like him, and I would say EO. I feel like we all three of us have a similar style or similar take on shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean?
I agree.
So but yeah.
I like EO too.
Hell yeah. You feel me?
But thanks a lot, Mr. Locario.
Real talk, bro. Appreciate the call, man.
I'll let you go.
All right, peace. Yep. Later. But yeah, man. I gotta text this person real quick. Hold on. Oh man. So what else is popping in the chat, people? Yo, what's going on?
Yo, Mr. Locario, what's going on?
I'm chilling. What's popping? Who's this?
Brandon.
What's going on, bro?
I'm chilling. I just got a question. I'm based in LA. So
right.
I'm about to sign up for the Patreon probably today, tomorrow. I've been listening to your videos and they helped. But one issue I'm having is logistics in LA, and then chicks, they only want to go out like Sunday through Thursday, like Monday through Thursday for the first day. And that's the issue. And when I get Friday, Saturday dates, I always end up smashing her. It goes well, but the Monday through Thursday day, it's always hard to get anything popping. Because I'm tired after work. They might be tired. I'm limited, and then wherever I got to meet them in LA, it might take 30 minutes to get to.
Right.
And so I'm just trying to figure out how to increase my success rate on Monday through Thursday, or get them to make weekend plans.
Well, so I mean, definitely, try to do more things on a weekend. So if they not, so what happens? You be telling them, hey, let's meet up on a weekend, and they be like, oh, I'm free on Wednesday or some shit.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I got plans with my friends already.
And so they okay. So, and what happens when you meet them during the week?
All right, I meet them during the week. I might meet them like in different parts of the town, and I'm like, all right, we go out. I go out, meet up with them at like 8 o'clock. Where it's like we have a drink, like you said, we go for a drink, something like that. 8 o'clock, not too early, not too late, and then we have a drink. We chill, we might vibe, but then it hits about 9:30. I'm getting tired myself because I got to go to work, and then they get tired, and it's like 10. They're like, well, I got to go to sleep. I got work in the morning.
Right.
And I'm like, and so I'm like, it might be close to their place, but it might be close, but it's far from my place. So I'm like, how do I navigate that to close a deal? Because I've noticed when you close a deal quicker and get sex on the first date. Right.
So your thing is, your main thing is you trying to get them to smash on the first date, right?
Or smash on the first date, or if I can't smash on the first date, get a second date.
And so where you meet these girls at? These are girls you meet online, or girls you just meeting at clubs, or like where you meet these girls?
Alright, so it's a mix of both. So cause sometimes I'm like in West, because I live in what they call South Bay, so that's like the down to Manhattan Beach area. So I meet them sometimes in West Hollywood or downtown LA on the weekend, or I meet them on date night.
Well, the thing I would say is that if it's a situation where it's in the week, during the week, what I would say is don't even really go on no dates. You understand what I'm saying? So for example, if it's like a weekday thing, and let's say you're talking to the girl online, just get her number and then FaceTime her. You know what I'm saying? And if once you FaceTime her, be like, yo, let's meet up Wednesday. You know, just come through to my crib. We'll have some wine and then we'll just, hang out. You see what I'm saying? And get it popping.
Yeah.
So just try to basically get them to come through so that the time that you spend in, let's say it's like 6 o'clock to like 9 o'clock, then it's like, okay, cool. We got this time to actually just get down to like, you know what I'm saying? Making shit happen in that moment. You feel what I mean? And then on the weekends, you could probably, go out because there's a little more time you got or whatever if you want, and then do it that way. You see what I'm saying? Same thing if you met a girl on, at a bar, like, one day, and then y'all supposed to see each other at a certain another day because you already met her during the week, right? She saw you, y'all saw each other, y'all already seen each other in person. Just basically tell her the same thing. Like, hey, look, come back to my spot and let's have a drink here. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just do that shit. You know what I mean? And again, the ones who actually really, really feeling you and really want to make it happen, they'll come through. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So you know what? That's a good point. Because I'm noticing the girls I meet in person, they're more willing to usually meet on the weekend.
Right.
The girls I meet through dating apps, they're like Monday through Thursday.
Right. Right. So yeah, definitely FaceTime those chicks or something just to get them, to come through. You know what I'm saying?
But one thing they'll say sometimes is they'll be like, "Oh, that's far. You're far."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they'll be like, "Oh, I live in Santa Monica, and you're 30 minutes away. That's not close." So, so should I just charge that type of chick? And the chick that actually says, "Okay, I'll drive through," I already know she's about business.
Right. Well, usually if the chick is feeling you, she'll come through and drive. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when it's that resistance, it's kind of like they'll like you, but they don't like you enough to come through. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's still sort of like, not that much interest. Or what happens is that she actually wanted you to bring her out and take her out so that, y'all could actually go out. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't really want to do nothing with you sexually. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I get that.
Right.
I get that because what I'm saying is like when I go on dates Monday through Thursday, I may not hit it or nothing like that, but what I see is I feel like I believe the girls are just filling time because they bored.
Right, exactly. And that could be it too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to weed through this logistics of dating in LA, and logistically and timing. And that's all I'm trying to get to. Cause
right. Right, yeah, so I definitely, for them girls during the week, FaceTime they ask them to come over. You know what I'm saying? And then just keep it like that. And if she ain't really trying to do that, just call it a day because, it don't make no sense for you to be going all the way out there, spending all the money, doing all this other shit, and then she still be on some bullshit. It's like, this is like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, because that's the issue I was having. So still tell them, like, look, I know I live here, but come through, I'll take you somewhere. But
right.
Okay, cool. Tell them to come to my area.
Right, exactly.
Okay, that was the issue I was having. So,
right.
So yeah, man, keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you answering my question because that was one thing. It's like I said, I'm gonna sign up for Patreon, and because it's one step at a time. I'm practicing, like you always say.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Appreciate it, bro. All right.
All
right. Peace. All right. Later. All right, people. It is about that time. A brother got to head up out of here. You feel me, man? So yeah, remember, guys, make sure you get this book, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, and audiobook. Make sure you go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. Also, make sure you guys go to the Patreons. Make sure you guys sign up to Patreon, patreon.com/Mr. Locario. And also go to the other Patreon, which is The Confidence Show. If you guys are not on The Confidence Show, you are slipping. So it's patreon.com/The Confidence Show. So make sure you guys go on those two. Also make sure you guys go to Undeniable Game. That's where you get the free program, Undeniable Game. Game.com. And also make sure you guys get badboymembership.com. Make sure you guys check that out. It's Bad Boy Membership. You feel what I'm saying? Get all those things, you feel what I mean? So let me shout out the rooms. Zaking, Footman, Costas, Kenwood Drive, Mike Sauda, Freedom of Speech, Gillian, Gerald K, Jake from London, Shaddy Ratty. Who else? K Zaggin in the building. My dude EO was up in here. Who else? Don't Smoke Rocks was popping. These guys have funny ass names. John H. Who else? Slime Peso. Who else is up in here? MIG Town. What up? Who else is in the building? Early Bird, Reggie Menard. Aces was here. Who else? Bryce Walden, GG Bro, Mike 23. So yo, man, I appreciate everybody. I will see you guys again. Actually, tomorrow morning, is the afternoon. I gotta head out, so I'm gonna do the live stream early tomorrow. I think I did a live stream every day this week. This is like the first time I actually did a live stream every day this week. I think, you feel me? But I'll holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.